Hi, I'm Mary Crowley, and this is Zing, a show for children. May I please spend some time with you? I would like that, yes, I'd like that. Would you like that too? Hope so. Stick with us. The word for today is love. February is the month of Valentine's Day. And people buy Valentines and gifts and flowers. And there's some examples here of what they do. You can see red and pink and purple and hot pink and other colors here, there, and the other place. February is the month of love. What's love about? Love is something that you can try your best to do with your family and your friends and your neighbors and the people you see in other places and animals and all growing things. If you can say to yourself, I'm going to find out what I love and I'm going to respect and love and be kind to the people in my life, you'll have a better life. The letter is L. L. Love. L. Laugh. I read somewhere that if you feel down or sad, if you fake laugh, you'll feel better. And I've tried it, and it works. The number is 2. February is the second month of 2019. The color is red, because for the most part, I think, people use red in Valentines, although there are other colors that are like red. There's a blue red, an orange red, a pink, a hot pink. This is kind of a hot pink, this cloth that I put on the table. For those who have a birthday in February, I'll sing. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear February, happy birthday to you. Today, you'll be seeing Robin Crossman, vet, Randall Smathers of the Rutland Free Library, Linda MacFarlane, musician, and Sue Smith of the Rutland County Humane Society. I'm here with Robin Crossman, a doctor of veterinary medicine, a vet, and he does a lot with animals. So what do you do, Robin?
We do a little bit of everything with animals that any doctor would do if you went to a hospital or you went to the doctor's office. We do the same thing, only we do everything that they do. One doctor may do one thing, another doctor may operate on you. In one day, we do all of that. We treat sick animals, we treat healthy animals, we do a little bit of both. So rabbits, birds, dogs, cats, at any given moment, we can be working on any of those, or simultaneously we could have full exam rooms with different animals in each one, so we have to be careful and not get them too upset. And so we are also behaviorists. We work on their behavior, we work on their medicine, we work on their surgical problems.
Okay, now we're in the room where surgery takes place, right?
That's correct.
All right, so what is surgery, and can you tell us a little about
Sure.
what you might do?
Yep, an animal, this is the surgery suite, and what would happen is the animal would come in here, he would be sleeping with medication, so they wouldn't feel anything. They would be laid on this table. There would also be something to keep them warm, and we would prep them for surgery. What that means is we would clean them very well so that they wouldn't get an infection if we had to open them up with a scalpel blade, which is surgery, where you actually go in to the body surgically with a sharp instrument. They can't feel anything, and we would do whatever we needed to do here. Anesthesia, just like with people in a hospital. Same
And what's
machines.
anesthesia?
Anesthesia keeps them sleeping so they don't feel anything. They won't remember anything. Probably some children have had surgery and they know what that's about. They don't remember anything. They don't remember the procedure. They just go to sleep, and when they wake up, it's all done. Same thing happens with our animals.
Okay. What animals do you see the most of?
In this practice, we mainly see dogs and cats.
Okay.
Occasionally, we'll see what we call rodents, which would be gerbils, rabbits, any what they call pocket pets, anything that you would have at home that, you know, mice, anything. We see birds, wild birds, or domestic birds. In other words, the birds you have at cage and home.
Okay.
Or we'll work on owls that were hit by cars, or falcons, or any bird of prey that eats other animals that get sick from whatever. We just had an owl in a while ago that was hit by a car. Wintertime, they hunt on the roads because it's clear, they can see what they're going after, but if they're hungry, it might override the car coming, and they swoop in and get hit by the car.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who would think?
Yeah, who would?
You had to go to school for many, many years in order to be a doctor, a vet. How did you happen to become a vet? Why?
It's the cliche of I've always liked animals.
Okay.
I grew up on a small farm. I liked science. I liked medicine. I would prefer to perform that on an animal than a person, so I wanted to become a veterinarian instead of a doctor that works on people, an MD. We do the same kind of schooling. It's all the same. It's just a little harder for us because we have several different patients that have several different needs and several different bodies. We don't just work on one body. We work on, you know, cows, horses, cats, dogs,
the
pigs,
bodies.
goats.
People
They're
have the same
different.
bodies, but
Yes.
okay.
We have to learn a little bit more, and we also have to know and be very careful with the medicine of different animals. Each one has their own little differences. You can't give Tylenol to a cat or you will kill it.
Okay.
There's medicines you cannot use on certain animals that you can use on other animals, and you got to be very aware of that.
So you had to learn a great deal.
Great deal, yeah.
You like your work?
Love it.
Oh, that's good.
Every day is different. You never can guarantee that it's going to be the same old. You deal a lot with people. You know, everybody
As
says,
well
I
as
want
the
to be a
animals.
veterinarian, so I only work on animals. That's not true. You work more with people in this profession, this job, than you do in most.
Okay.
Because I have to get all the information from the owner because our patients can't talk.
True.
They can't tell me.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, thank you. This has
Sure.
been very, very interesting.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to Rutland Free Library. I'm Library Director Randall Smathers, and I'm so excited to have you in the library today. We are talking about books for animals. Now, there are two kinds of books for animals. There's all the wonderful story books. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, that's one of my favorites. And who doesn't love Curious George? Now, these are books that have animals in them as characters, as stories. And that's one kind of animal book, and we have lots and lots and lots of those in the library because animals are great and kids love reading about animals, and so that's wonderful. But then we have another kind of book about animal, and it's called nonfiction. Now, nonfiction is a big word, but all it really means is instead of made-up stories like Curious George the monkey isn't a real monkey, it's a story about a monkey. These are books that are actually about animals themselves. Here's one by an author called Gail Gibbons, who I love, and it's about penguins, and inside of it you will find all sorts of information about penguins and what they're really like and how they really live. And so when you come into the library and you're looking for a book about animals, the nonfiction ones, the ones that tell the true stories about animals, are all sort of gathered together here on these shelves right here, and they're in the easy reading room, and they're easy to find, and we're happy to help you find them. Or you can just browse through the hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of books we have and find your favorite story that might have an animal in it. And that's two different ways to learn about animals at Rutland Free Library.
Hi there, my name's Linda McFarlane, and I'm here to share some music with you today. I brought 3 instruments again. I brought a ukulele. I brought my guitar, and I brought a dulcimer, and this is a bigger dulcimer. So I'm going to play for you a song today that's called Hush Little Baby, and I'm going to play it on each of these 3 instruments. And Hush Little Baby is a traditional lullaby, most likely written in southern United States, and no one knows who actually wrote the song or when it was written. And it's one of those songs that if you wanted to, you could write your own verses to. It's a fun song like that. But I think most of you might know this song. So I'm going to start out on the dulcimer, and then I'll move to some other instruments so you can hear how it sounds, okay? Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. If that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. So now I'm going to switch to another instrument. We'll pick up with the ukulele. If that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. If that billy goat don't blow, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and a bull. If that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. Okay, so that was on the ukulele. Now we're going to finish up the song using my guitar. If that dog named Rover don't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and a cart. If that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in town. Hush, little baby. Don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird, a mockingbird, a mockingbird. So one of the things that makes this song special is that it talks about 5 animals. It has a mockingbird, and a billy goat, and a bull, and a dog named Rover, and a horse. And those are fun animals to learn about. And when you want to write some new verses, you can write verses that include other animals. I wrote a verse that said, Mama's gonna buy you a bear that's brown. if that bear, that brown scares you, Mama's going to buy you some purple shoes. And if those purple shoes fall off, you'll fall asleep in a bed that's soft. So thank you for having me today, and I'm going to sing you one more song. Okay? It goes like this. Have a nice day, have a nice day, have a nice day, my friends. May the sun shine on you and everything you do. Have a nice day, my friends. Have a nice day, my friends. So have a very nice day. Keep a song in your heart and a smile upon your face. Thank you.
Hi, I am Randall Smathers. I am the director of Rutland Free Library, and welcome to the library. We are so excited to have you back with us today. And today we're going to talk about getting a library card and what is all involved with that. It's really super simple, and we're delighted to have you come in and join us. Now, who can get a library card? Anybody can. You get a free library card if you live in Rutland City, Rutland Town, Mendon, Tinmouth, or Ira. That's here at Rutland Free Library, and all the rest of the libraries, anywhere that you could be watching this show, you're going to have a library of your own. So if you live in Clarendon or in Fairhaven or in any of the other towns in Rutland County, you can go to your own public library and get a library card. But today we're here at Rutland Free Library, and all you do is you come in the main door over there, and the very first thing you see right up front is you see the circulation desk. It's the front desk. And they keep a whole supply of library cards at the front desk. So anybody who comes in, they're ready to give you a card. It's going to look just like this. There's a spot on the back where you sign your name. Now, if you're not old enough to sign your name, you can still come in with a parent or a grandparent or any adult, and they can help get a card. They can get a card in their name and borrow books for you. But as soon as you're old to put your name right there by yourself, you're old enough to get a library card. And when you come in, you get a card, you get your choice of books, and we have dozens and dozens and dozens of books that we have donated, that people have given us just for this, so that you can choose any book you like on any subject you like. You get a free pencil, you get a sticker, and you get a sticker that goes right on that says, I got my library card today, so everybody knows that you're a reader and you have a library card, and we think that's pretty cool. Once you've got your card, you can take home any of the books we have in the library, any of the movies, any of the stuff that we have in the library right here to let you borrow it. And all you do is you just show your library card to the librarian or whoever the person is at the desk, and they just check the book out. They make sure that we know that you've got it so that we know you're going to bring it back. And that's all there is to it. You take the book home, you take the DVD home, you enjoy it, you read the book, you watch the movie, and then you bring it back and you check something out. That's what library cards do for you. So we hope you come in and see us real soon and sign up for a library card. Thanks for visiting Rutland Free Library today.
Hi, I'm here at the Humane Society with Sue Smith, and she is going to tell us what happens here.
Oh, a lot happens here.
Good.
A lot happens here. We serve all of Rutland County as far as any animal intakes, any adoptions that happen here. It could be owner surrenders, it could be strays. People find strays on the street, they come into us.
They bring animals to you.
They bring animals to us, yes.
And is it mostly dogs and cats, or are there other animals too?
There are other animals. Most of them are dogs, cats, kittens, puppies.
Right.
But we do, right now we have 5 bunny rabbits here.
Okay.
We do guinea pigs, gerbils, a lot of small and hamsters, ferrets, that type of thing. We don't do any reptiles or things like that, but yes. In the summertime, which is going to be coming soon, we have a great foster program, and we're always looking for new fosters.
What is a foster program?
Foster program is mainly for cats and kittens. For a fact, we just sent out a pregnant mom that came in as a stray that's pregnant into foster, and our foster mom takes care of them until the kittens are about 9 weeks old, and then they come back into us and we go through the process.
So somebody could volunteer to have an animal
Absolutely.
in his or her home,
Yes.
and then return the animal
Yes.
after a certain period of time.
Yeah, and during that foster program, we cover all the expense. We supply
Oh.
everything for them,
Okay.
so it's really no expense. They're just giving their time and energy, which is really important because in a home environment, the kittens grow up and they become very socialized in a home environment, and they get adopted much quicker. They also stay a lot healthier outside of the shelter.
That makes total sense, right?
Yep.
You have quite a number of animals here right now.
We have a lot of
I
dogs.
hear noise.
Very loud dogs. Big dogs. We have, I think, 4 dogs on the adoption floor. 2 more are going up today. That changes on a daily basis as far as that happens. And we have other dogs that we call in the back, and those are in a holding process. Their owner surrenders. If they're strays, we have to hold them for 7 days. If they are not claimed after 7 days, they become the property of the shelter, and then we put them through all their vaccines and get them spayed and neutered and on the adoption floor.
All right, so this is the place where people bring animals, but this is the place where people also come to adopt.
Absolutely.
And take home.
Yes, we have a great adoption process. We try and make it as easy as possible. But we do, I think last year we did, a number, I think it's about 400 or 500 cats got adopted out of here, and about 50 dogs. So that's a large amount.
It is.
We do have some that get returned, but that's okay. It's just not the right fit at the time when they
Right.
get them home, and that is awesome. We don't mind. They come back, and we start the process all over again. So it's a never-ending circle.
All right, and you're one of other humane societies. There are
We are.
other humane societies in the state of Vermont.
Yes, and we work with them. We often will communicate back and forth and get suggestions on, how other shelters are doing something that we might be able to implement into here and improve that. Or sometimes if we have a dog that's been here, a few months, couple months, and we just feel that it's not getting the viewing it needs, we will contact the other shelters and see if they will take this dog, and then maybe we will take one of their dogs, and we work through it.
Okay. When we were talking before, you mentioned volunteers who come here.
Yes, my priority job here is volunteer coordinator, and we have about 137 active volunteers.
That's amazing to me.
That varies, because everybody's life changes. We have a lot of high school students, college students that come in. We have about 54 dog walkers that come in on a rotation basis through the week that will walk the dogs for us and get them out. But there's also events, that's how we raise some of our money, off-site that we look for volunteers. We have the foster program. We often have mailings. We have volunteers that come in and do our dirty dishes for us. So there's a whole group. Yeah, lots and lots and lots.
Many things
Yes.
they do.
Yes.
You seem to radiate a good feeling about working here.
I love working here.
Okay. That's what
I absolutely love working here. I started in 2006 as a receptionist in the front. I did leave for about a year and a half, and the shelter was kind enough to call and offer me a new position, and I've moved back up through the ranks, and I just love it here.
Okay.
I love it.
And you're doing good work.
Thank you. We try very hard.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Robin, Randall, Linda, and Sue. Very interesting. February is the month of Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, people sometimes give each other gifts, like candy or flowers, or they give Valentine cards. Valentine cards can be something that you buy, or they can be something that you make. You can cut out hearts, and you can make something. I cut out this heart, and I'm going to cut out a heart in a minute. If you can cut out a heart, you can make a Valentine. This says AC. That's my husband, Art Crowley. I love you. MC is me. Now, I could do a lot more things to that, but this is very simple. It's just a black marker and the heart I cut out, and I'll show you how to do that. And if I wanted to, I could add some glitter to this. Love glitter. Or little hearts that I buy, or something lacy, or I could add some flowers that I draw. There are all kinds of things I could add. Depends what you have around the house, for one thing. You can go out and buy things, but you don't have to buy things. Most houses have some sort of markers or crayons or something, and they have paper. Now, this is the easy way to make a heart. Sometimes hearts turn out fat, sometimes skinny, sometimes little, sometimes big. But if you fold a piece of paper, and this is just a piece of computer paper, it's a leftover, and if you're going to make a heart, you make a curve, you bring it up and around, and then you go down. And so you have something that looks kind of like half an ear. Then you cut this out, and I'll get rid of the black line while I cut it out. And after I cut it out, I might trim it. And that would be all right. It might be that it didn't turn out perfectly. Not much does. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think I'll cut off a little of the bottom. I think there's too much down here. There we go. There's a heart. That's a white heart. Now you could do a lot just with that. You don't have to have colors. I cut out some hearts. 2 of them were on the Zing sign during the early program. And here are 3 hearts. Different sizes, you can see. There's a wide one and a narrow one, small, medium, large. I could make a Valentine out of this, as a matter of fact. Hearts are wonderful. Hearts are like half an ear. If you can see this, this looks like a funny looking ear over here on the left side of my head. It's around and down and cut. And then you have a heart. That's what it looks like before you cut it. Then when you cut it, it's a heart. May you give some Valentines to people. And if you get some, that's nice too. But give them. It shows that you love. I want you to remember that you're a star, that you are different from anybody else who's ever been alive. If you can find what you love to do and stay on that path, perhaps you will feel as good as Jack Hanna, who was at the Paramount Theater with animals. He made up his mind early in his life that he wanted to work with animals. He grew up on a small farm. He worked for a vet when he was 11 years old. He went on to be the director of a zoo, and then he started traveling the world to wild animals like zebras and crocodiles. And he brought his show to the Paramount Theater here. He said that people always said to him when he said, "Oh, I'm going to work with animals." Oh, no, that's not anything that makes any sense. But he did it. And he's still doing it, and he's having a wonderful, wonderful time. And these pictures that I'm showing you right here from the Rutland Herald are of Jack Hanna, the boy who decided what he loved to do and became a star because he stuck with it and he was happy with what he did. You're a star, yes you are. You're a bright and shining star. Yes you are. Special star, special, special, special star. May your February be full of love and good times, and may you make yourself happy and look for what you love to do.